Hey, come here. I can't even hear you. Come real quick. Frankie J. Hey, I'm Jabez. Nice to meet you. So, so what we out here to do is teach our people our true nationality. So I heard you over there. You said you've been watching us on YouTube a lot, right? Okay. So let me ask you, son, since you've been watching us on YouTube a lot, what is the solution to killing our people in our communities? You don't know? All right. So let's go. Let's come over to dialogue. Because what we need to do is actually understand who we are as a people, right? When we look at each other and I look at you, our normal thought process say, that's another nigga on the street, right? That's somebody that I can hit a lick on and rob to get a come up on, right? That's our normal thought process. It's because we don't understand who we are as a people. Give me Isaiah chapter 1 verse 3, right? Because what we out here do is come back to our true natural state as a people so we can learn how to stop killing each other.
That's right.
It starts here first.
Right. The book of Isaiah, chapter 1, verse 3.
Bring it out.
The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But Israel doth not know.
So God is saying that the ox and the ass, which are base animals, they know their owners and they know where they're home from. So God is saying they know where they're from and they know who they are. But he's saying Israel, which is so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Hey, brother. And so what he's saying, Israel, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, they don't know who they are. Because what do we call each other? We say, my nigga. We call each other African American. Chinese, they have China, right? Germans, they have Germany, right? But when we call ourselves black, where is the land of black? Is there a country called black? Not that you can think of, right? Because there's not one. What you say? Right. So when you look at it, we as a people, we don't consider the nationalities that we call ourselves, Frankie. Hey, come a little closer because them cars gonna be loud. You're gonna be buried there, but even. Just come around this way. Come around this way. So we don't even consider the thing that we call ourselves doesn't make sense, right? Because your shirt itself, is it black? Are you the same color as your shirt? Look at your shirt. Just look at it. You not, because you a bright-skinned brother. You don't match the same color as your shirt. So how can that be your nationality?
That's right.
That's what God is saying. So give me Deuteronomy chapter 20, verse 15. Because this is what we got to understand. Why did we lose our thought process of who we are as a people to where we can consider ourselves a color in a crayon book?
That's right.
So we got to see what that happened to us. Give me Deuteronomy 20, verse 15.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15.
Bring it out.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments.
So, Frankie J, God said, and we chose not to observe and to do and to hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God. When I to hearken, what does hearken mean, Frankie?
Right now, I'm not sure.
Okay, I got you. Hearken means to listen. So God said that we chose not to listen to the voice of the Lord thy God, which is the Bible, or to observe, meaning to study, meaning go in there and meditate what the things that are in it and do it. That's the key part. To do the commandments of God, what would happen to us? Read.
To do all his commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day.
So we were supposed to do the commandments of God, right? Read.
That all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So Frankie J, when you look at your communities, right, and how we were just talking about how we think of each other as niggas and how we can just look at each other and want to hit a lick on each other, do you think that is a cursed mindset? That is a cursed mindset, because you would turn on somebody who looks just like you, but let the white man come in your community, you don't say nothing to him.
Bring it out!
You keep it cool. You keep it kosher. But as soon as somebody who walked down your block and you don't recognize them, you pressing them on sight.
Bring it out,
That's the average person mind. Right. But that's like a good amount of our people think like that. A good amount of our people think with that mindset. You might not think with that mindset, but a good amount of our people think like that. And it's because we chose to go against the commandments of God.
That's right.
Give me that sign in the one. Proverb about it.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 46. Bring it out.
We just read that God said, for us breaking his commandments, he's going to put curses on us. And we can agree that us looking at each other as niggas and licks, That is a cursed mindset, right? We're on the same page, right? So read that.
And they shall be upon thee for a sign.
So God said that the curses are going to be upon us for a sign. If you're trying to get to the 7-Eleven, what are you going to look for if you're walking down the street to know that you're at the 7-Eleven? You're looking for a summon now say, hey, this is 7-Eleven, right? Right, it will be the sign of 7-Eleven. So God said the curses that he put upon us, which is our mindset, would be a sign for us, right? Read.
And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever. Verse 37. And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword.
So God said that we will become an astonishment, meaning people will look at us and say, wow, these people kill each other more than what the KKK killed us. Black on black crime is the leading death of cause for black people. They look at us and say, wow, that women only resort to twerking as a sense of status. They look at us and be astonished and say, of people that had came so far ruling the earth and now they are destroyed at a base state where they look at each other as licks and niggas and African Americans.
That's right.
Right, read.
Verse 37, and thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword.
So it says a proverb. They look at us and say, all black people do, they lazy.
Right.
They say we lazy, we don't like to work. Right? They say all we do is gang bang and kill each other. Right? That is a proverb. That is a wise saying set upon us. And it says a byword. A byword is a name that was given to you outside your God-given name.
Right.
Which is black. Which is a nigga, which is an African American.
Right.
Those are things that God said will be upon us as a curse for breaking his commandments, right?
That's right.
So let me ask you something. You were smoking a cigarette earlier, right? So what do cigarettes do to your mindset? Okay, so now I'm gonna ask you another question. Why do you smoke cigarettes?
Just to, you know what I'm saying? Shit, just to, you know what I'm saying, like, relieve stress.
Relieve stress, okay. Okay, give me Deuteronomy 28 verse, where it says, no ease. No ease, I think it's 63. Because you say cigarettes will relieve stress. And I can relate to you, because when I used to stress, I used to smoke weed, right? I used to be in the world smoking weed. I used to smoke weed on my first break, my lunch break, and my last break, and when I leave. Just so I can be able to make it through a work day, because it's stressful, right? Because we got things that's going on, like how I'm gonna pay my rent, right? How I'm gonna provide for my kids, right? Those are stresses, right? But at the end of the day, what happens when you're done smoking the cigarette?
Get out.
Is your stress going away? It comes right back. So we're looking for temporary solutions to a problem that's long lasting. We're not picking up the right solutions. And this is why this happened to us, because God said we were going to break, it was going to happen for breaking his commandments. You got one?
Bring it out.
65.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 65. And among these nations shalt thou find no ease.
It said, among these nations, wherever we at, we shall not find no ease. Hey, brother. So, hey, brother, I see you with your wife and your kid right there, brother. Yeah, we were just reading with the brother. He said he smoked cigarettes because of stress.
Hold on. I got a question.
Yes, sir.
Me and my wife, we've been panhandling for a month straight since we've been out here. We're from San Diego. We got Section 8 in California, San Diego right now, honestly. We're trying to maintain our motel up until the 3rd. On the 3rd, we get our cash in and then we're out of here. So, meantime, between time, we've been panhandling, like really, literally. Excuse me, sir, me and my wife, we're literally closer trying to get a hotel. I was wondering if you guys can help us out. You know what they do, they'll either pass us or they help us. I was wondering if you guys can literally help us out. We're really struggling, bro. We have no all these shelters is backed up, all that. Like, what are we supposed to do? Keep panhandling? See, this is the type of stuff that makes a person do ignorant things. That's my question.
All right, so you said y'all came out here from San Diego?
Yeah, bro.
What's your name, bro?
My name's Terrence.
Terrence?
Yeah.
My name's Elkanah. What brought you out here?
Came out here for vacation. We were trying to hurry up and look for different housing so that we could bring our Section 8 back out here. And then out of nowhere, and then our car went down, our car blew up. We're stuck out here, bro. Literally.
So you came out here for vacation and got stuck out here?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna give you something, all right? Do you know your understanding of who you are according to the Bible?
I already know who I am.
Who are you?
If anything, I'm more of a king, basically.
You a king?
More of it.
Okay. Do you know why you're a king? Where you come from? You understanding of your heritage?
Somewhat, yeah.
I'm gonna give you something because we got love for our people, right? But one thing our people try to do, and the officer was bringing it out, we want temporary solutions. We can give you money and help you out, but we gonna give you money and you gonna walk away not knowing that the kingdom of heaven is for you. Rulership of this earth is for you. Who you are according to the Bible. We give you money and then what? Next month you gonna come out to another state and get stuck again?
No, next month on the 3rd, we're going back to San Diego because we got cachet.
Y'all got cachet?
Yeah, literally.
Do you have a job, brother?
Stuck out here, bro. Not no more because we got stuck out here.
Let me bring this scripture out for you. I see you got a lot we need to build up on you, brother. Especially you as a man, God in this household, you got a lot you need to get built up on. Hear this out, brother. What's that, Acts? It's unfortunate that you in this predicament, brother, where you got a panhandle, and that's
right now.
right. And it's unfortunate that, what is it? Acts 3. It's unfortunate that you're in that predicament, but you got in this predicament so you can step in front of us to understand your true identity according to the Bible. Right. You got in this predicament so you can understand that death and destruction coming to this earth, brother. Right. And we must act upon God's laws and commandments in order to get salvation from this death and destruction. You understand that? Panhandling, you can't do that all your life. Living off cash assistance, that gonna be gone. Right. The love of many is gonna wax cold. Right. That's why you struggling out here. Don't nobody care about nobody anymore, brother. Right. You can't depend on another man's kindness and mercy for you to provide for your family. Right. It's gonna take you to tap into your kinghood. You said you a king. Well, a king behaves itself a certain type of way. Right. A king provides for his family and makes sure they're taken care of without having to depend on another man. All praises. We gonna help you out though, brother. Hold on, bro. Let me get this scripture for you, brother.
No. I'm gonna take care of my kids regardless.
No, I'm not.
Of the fact if I gotta panhandle, if I gotta be humbled, if I gotta shut my mouth and ask for the next man's kindness to help me up.
I'm saying you ain't gotta do that, brother. That's what I'm saying to you.
I know, but what am I supposed to do then?
Well, I'm gonna give you the solutions. Just pay attention. Read what you got.
Look at Acts chapter 3, verse 6. And Peter said, "Silver and gold have I none."
So this was an apostle, right? A brother that was. Get the part where he was sitting at the church and he was laying. Get that. Read that.
Look at Acts chapter 3, verse 1. Now Peter and John went up together into the temple at the hour of prayer, being the 9th hour. Yeah. And a certain man lame from his mother's womb was carried, whom they laid daily at the gate of the temple, which is called Beautiful, to ask alms of them that entered into the temple.
So this was a brother that was lame, right? He didn't have the physical capabilities to work. He didn't have the physical capabilities to go get a job, right? So he came up to the apostles, the prophets of God, and asked them for money. The prophets of God, and whether you know it or not, Christ is a black man, the disciples are black men. Right. These are dark-skinned black men that we're reading about here in this Bible. Right. So this brother asked these black men, "Do y'all got money for me? I'm struggling." Let's get his response. Read.
Verse 3. Who seeing Peter and John about to go into the temple asked an alms. And Peter, fastening his eyes upon him with John, said, "Look on us." And he gave heed unto them, expecting to receive something of them.
So we say to brother, "Hey brother, pay attention, come and listen to us." Because the brother was expecting that these brothers was going to give him money. Read.
Verse 6. Then Peter said, "Silver and gold have I none."
Silver and gold have we none to give you right now, brother. We don't have money to give you right now. Read.
But such as I have, give I thee.
But such as we do have, we're going to give you. What do we have? We have the understanding of who we are according to the Bible. Yes, right. We have the understanding of how we are true kings on this earth. Yes. What we must do as godly men upon the earth. Do you understand that? That's all we have to give you. Did we get you a flyer?
Yeah, no, I took 12.
You took 2 flyers. All praises to the Most High. Now, brother, we got to understand that you got to move with wisdom and apply God's commandments. That'll be the only way you'll keep yourself out of situations like this when you're in another state, having to panhandle for money to get you and your family back home. These things you can avoid by following God's wisdom. Give me that, Deuteronomy. Give me God's wisdom real quick. Hey, and we are brothers, bro. We got love for you.
That's right.
I'm speaking to you as a brother that got love for you, so you can change and change your whole household, your wife, your children. You can protect them, provide for them, and not only that, when you come amongst us, because we got to prove you first. When you come amongst us, then we can help you out like that. Then we can look out for you, because we can't help ungodly people out here. The scriptures tell us that. Matter of fact, let's get that real quick. We got to prove you first, brother, before we can help you. Go ahead and get what you got. Sirach 12. Sirach 12. 12 and 1. Read.
The book of Sirach, chapter 12 and verse 1.
Bring it out.
When thou wilt do good, know to whom thou doest it.
The Bible said, when you do good, know to whom you're going to do good to.
Read. So shalt thou be thanked for thy benefit.
So we shall be thanked for our benefit. So how God has raised us up in this body, in this walk, he tells the black men that's repenting as Israelites, when you do good to somebody, know who you're doing good to. Let's say I'm driving down the street, right? And then there's a hitchhiker. A hitchhiker need a ride. In Christianity's mind, in the world's mind, that's a good deed, right? Picking somebody up on the side of the road, giving them a ride. Would that be a good deed? Not necessarily, but do some people think that's a good deed? Most people do, right? So the definition of what we think is good is not according to the Bible. So I get that same hitchhiker a ride, and I go take them to go murder somebody, and I took them to their destination to go kill somebody. Will I be guilty of that sin? Yes, I will be. So that's why God said, before you do good to anybody, make sure you know that person. So we have to know people before we can help them, because there's a lot of wickedness going on out here, and we don't want to be held accountable for people's wickedness. We want to help our brothers and sisters repent from that wickedness. We don't want to enable you to do evil, right? Read.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 4 and verse 5.
Bring it out.
Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as the Lord my God commanded me, that you should do so in the land whither you go to possess it. Keep therefore and do them.
God is telling us, brother, that he has taught us laws and commandments. Keep therefore and do them. He is teaching us how to behave and operate in this world as men, women, and children. Our God, did you know God is black according to the Bible? You already know? According to the King James Bible that's in the Christian church. See, they don't teach that God is black. This black God is talking to his people on how we must behave on this earth.
Therefore and do them. For this is your wisdom.
What?
Your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nation.
So God said, when you keep his laws and commandments, this is your wisdom and understanding. If you want to move like a king, you said you a king. Well, the King of Kings is telling us how to operate. He's telling us, keep his laws and commandments. That's your wisdom and understanding. That's how we move like kings. You understand that? So there's something going on. Give me a 2 Thessalonians 3. 3 and 10. Bring it out. Let me ask you a question, King. Why you don't have a job?
I don't know.
You don't know? You think it might be, are you able to get a job?
Yeah, man.
Are you mental capable, physically capable?
Yeah.
You are, okay.
Yeah. I could do a 2-week theory and all that, but it's not gonna make no sense if I'm leaving it.
Right, I mean, yeah, because you live in San Diego, right? My question is, why you don't have a job in San Diego?
I had a job out there in San Diego.
You had a job?
Messed up being out here.
Okay, you messed up. So you just came out here unadvisedly, like just on the spur of the moment?
Just on a vacation, trying to look for another housing for our Section 8, and out of nowhere, went downhill.
I got you. What men do you talk to in your life to give you counsel?
I don't talk to no men at all.
Okay, that's where you falter at.
Guess so.
That's where you falter. But you got to get around godly men
Yeah.
that are moved by our Father. We're led by God, and we can give you sound counsel on how you need to move. We give brothers counsel out throughout the body that may have an idea like you just had. Hey, bro, I want to go to Arizona for a vacation. But I'm in the jeopardy of losing my job if I do. But it's gonna be a fun time for me and wifey and kids.
I lost the job.
Okay.
Got stuck out here. I didn't lose the job coming out here.
Right, you lost because you got stuck out here. Right. So sound counsel would have helped you prevent from doing something like that, and you would have had a backup plan to get back, or you would have had time. You would have gave yourself more time to get back, brother. What my point is, you have to be around godly men to help give you sound counsel. That's what you need. That what I got you on. Read what you got.
Look at 2 Thessalonians chapter 3, verse 10. For even when we were with you, this we commanded you, that if any would not work, neither should he eat.
What the Bible say?
That if any would not work, neither should he eat.
What the black God say?
That if any would not work, neither should he eat.
So God is commanding us, if we don't work, we don't eat. 1 Timothy 5 and 8. All praises. So let me ask you this. When you go back to San Diego, you gonna get a job? Immediately. All praises. All praises to the Most High. That is needed for you to operate like a king. A king provides for his household. And like I said, it's unfortunate that you're in this position that you're in, but that position you got put in was from an unwise decision on your part, brother. I'm gonna let you know now. It was an unwise decision on your part not to have contingent plans to make sure that you kept your job. I'm gonna just say that. Read what you got.
The book of 1 Timothy, chapter 5, verse 8. But if any provide not for his own, and especially for those of his own house, he hath denied the faith, and is worse than an infidel.
Read that again.
But if any provide not for his own, and especially for those of his own house, he has denied the faith, and is worse than an infidel.
So God says if we don't provide for our house, I'm not saying you don't, I'm just giving you this understanding so you know the mindset you need to be in and make sure you do it. God said if you don't provide for your house, even they of your own house, talking about your wife, your children, yourself, you are an infidel, a non-believer, and you have denied the faith. Those type of brothers that are non-believers and don't walk in the faith are not going to get the promise and glory of the kingdom of heaven, which is rulership over this whole earth. So there's requirements on our end as men to make sound decisions, not only for ourselves, but for the betterment of our wife and children.
Right.
Hey, Shalom Israel, Most High in Christ bless you. Hey, it's that time again. We need you to subscribe to the IUIC Phoenix YouTube page, all right? So make sure you go ahead and subscribe right now. We need your help. Shalom.
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.